People talk a lot of trash about, you don't need 360 camera? Really? Sometimes you do. When you have an 8-foot bed, it's just nice having a view around the truck. So let me show you really quickly. So you have this button down here. So now I can see out the front because this truck doesn't have front park sensors, right? So I am like, you guys see how close I am to that truck? I'm like inches away, like literally inches away from hitting this truck. And I need every single inch on the front end of this truck to get around it, right? So that's why I like to have the cameras. I know that for some of you guys, I don't need cameras. I can pull out of there just one time. I don't have to back up at all. That's cool. Well, it's not my truck, so I'd rather have the cameras. Just saying. The truck I helped build finally came in. And I think that Chevy is in trouble because they have nothing to compete with this. I borrowed this truck from Kengar Ford here in West Valley, Utah. Ken helped me build this truck and it's new for 2026. It's a really nice spec. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys can see the options and features on this build. At the very top is the description with the colors, cloth seats, short listing of standard features. And then we did go kind of crazy on the options, I'll be honest. So we did do the high output power stroke. I did the 410, you're welcome, you're very welcome. And STX appearance package, rapid heat, engine block heater. By the way, the rapid heat worked great today. Heated up the cab very quickly. Pro power, power sliding rear window was a must. We did the camper package too, so we're gonna drive the truck today. Trailer brake controller, fifth wheel, hitch prep package, LED box lighting, upfitter switches, remote start, tailgate step, dual battery is probably part of that Pro Power, but it comes a part of the diesel too. 360 camera, and then privacy glass. And then we did the XL driver assist package for $730. So base price was $55,680, destination is $25,995 for a total price of $81,595. I pretty much set this truck up to either be max tow for someone, or if you need to haul a bed camper, you have that option as well with the certification. And here's a good question for you. When was the last time you seen a Ford F-350 work truck with painted front bumpers and rear bumpers, LED headlights, turn signals, and fog lights, and a camera up front? When was the last time you seen this spec before? Never. This is a one-of-one build. I love it. The STX package was a much-needed upgrade for the dually. I love this truck. The front grille, it just looks so good. And of course, carbonized gray is just the best color on the Super Duty. Now you guys see you have the black recovery hooks on the front end too. And it's not an F450, nor can you get the STX package in the F450. That was the goal at first, to build the truck in an F450, but we couldn't. Solid front axle, four-wheel drive system, Michelin tires, and these are the LTX, LT 245/75 17-inch wheel. And then here is the capacity for the tire, 3,195 pounds up front. And then if you're running it dual, 2,910 pounds at 80 PSI cold. Here's a side view of the truck. So they pretty much black out all the badging right here. You already get the black mirror caps. So it just really works well. High output power stroke badge. You have your stationary lights here with your turn signals built in. Blind spot alert. More cameras to help make up that 360 camera view. We didn't add any running boards just in case someone wanted to do something themselves. 48-gallon fuel tank. And we did not add the FX4 package. I can't remember why we didn't do that. You also have a 7.4-gallon DEF fill. And then here's a quick peek at those leaves. You have 4 in that bottom, and then you have an overload. Clearance lights are LED. And then here's a quick peek at those rear wheels too. Could you imagine this truck on some 37s? I'm just saying, if someone wants to buy this truck and build it for me, that would be awesome. And as I said, painted rear bumpers, and you have the parking sensors too. Now, the only way to get the 3-inch receiver on an F350, I was going to do a separate video on this, is if you get the 410 rear. So if you want the 3-inch receiver, you got to get a high output F350 with the 410 rear, which gives you max tow, so they give you the better hitch out back too. You're welcome. Man, this is a good truck. I might buy this truck for myself, honestly. Now, you cannot get an assisted tailgate. Ken wanted to add this here. I was gonna skip it, but hey, I think it's a nice add-on for someone. Pro Power's there. You have your 7-pin and 12-way plug for camera, 5th wheel prep package, and you have bed view camera right there. I had to get the power sliding glass for you with defrost too. You have a 7 and 4-pin, and there's your spare. You guys see that too? When you get the 410, you get the cooled rear diff cover too. I actually didn't know that. Very interesting. You have your blind spot alert built into those taillights, by the way, too. I'm really proud of this truck, guys. Like, I really like this build. If you want a budget-friendly dually with really good options, this is it right here. By now, most people know that this high output power stroke has 500 horsepower, 1,200 pound-feet of torque. All that power goes to a 10-speed transmission known as the 10R140. If I were buying this truck today, the first thing I would do is relocate this map sensor. You can do that with Banks, promo code down below for that, and I would do a cold air intake. Those would be the first things I would do. So those are pretty easy, and the cold air intake actually does help with fuel economy. I actually helped install one on one of the guys' trucks here, and he said that he's seen a improvement for fuel economy. So overall, really good engine transmission setup. Most people know by now that this has a compacted graphite iron block, aluminum heads, has lower compression compared to the standard output power stroke, and they do still use a CP4, but just run a good fuel additive and you won't have any issues. As far as the interior goes, you do have some nice features, like you have auto up and down front windows. They do give you a nice vinyl here, soft touch. You do have a lumbar support, and this seat's gonna be all manual. And check this out. Tilt and telescoping steering wheel, automatic headlights, electronic parking brake. You can turn on the bed lights here, grab handles right there. 8-inch screen, and they do give you a screen also for your gauge cluster right there. Adaptive cruise control. You have the drive mode still. So many nice features on this truck. Let's go ahead and check out the passenger side. Here's a better look at these seats too. The only thing I wish is Ford made tilt headrest standard. Open storage. You have your 12 volt, 120 volt right there. And we gotta, oh no, where's my sticker at? Oh, that sucks. Man, that stinks, guys. I was really hoping to show you the certification for this truck, and the paper is not in here. I'll check the packet too. Man, that really stinks. And that's just for noise control. But yes, out back, you guys see they have a nice 60/40 bench in the rear. And down below, cup holders, 12 volt, 2 Type-C USBs. And they do give you LED lights up top. And as I mentioned on the outside, defrost with power sliding glass. Let's go ahead and take the truck for a quick drive. I also wish there was a option to do push button start. See, I will tell you, I would have added every single option on this truck if I had to make it like perfect for people who, you know, they don't want to spend $95,000 for a truck, right? Now with the F350 dualies, you've always had an option to have the tire pressure. So you guys see the tire pressure is a little low. But yeah, I really like this truck, guys. I think that if I were to build a dually in the 350 platform, it would mirror this. I like the idea of the cooling element on that rear diff cover. I like that. And you have the 3-inch receiver hitch. You have the certification for a bed camper. So if you decide to sell this truck in the future, I think that this will help retain some of its value, because majority of the trucks that they build don't have that package. And then Ford doesn't recommend that you haul a camper in the bed without that package. Now obviously we could have built this truck with a gas engine to really help with costs, but I think that those trucks are a little bit harder to sell, and that's why we chose the diesel option here. But again, as I said, you have every option that you would ever want on this truck. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out the temperatures too as we drive. I want to see those since we have that 410 rear. Love the power delivery at these low speeds. That's always been an issue with diesels, right? Especially back in the day with the turbos. You always had to wait for that turbo to spool up. But these, I mean, with these VGTs, I mean, they're just really, really responsive. Let's see if we can get up to about 60. I want to see where we are for the RPM. So that's 10th gear. We're right at 1500. I mean, I'm willing to bet you at 65, 70, you'll probably still be under 2000 RPM. I won't be able to get up to a high speed simply because there's a lot of traffic in front of me. But yeah, I mean, at 55 miles an hour, I mean, you're right at 1500. So figure 70 should probably put you right at, you know, maybe 18, 19 in that ballpark. This truck is not harsh at all. So we're gonna take this back road here, and this road is kind of rough because that's what I want to see. I mean, this road ain't perfect either, you guys can tell. If I hit that bump right there, I don't notice the difference between having the camper package and not. I know a lot of people will say that, oh, there's a big difference. I have not yet to notice the difference, and I think that the truck sits higher too on the front end too because of the coils. That's based off of what someone told me. Not sure if it's actually factual. I would have to go pull another F-350 dual if they had one next to this one to compare, but you know, overall, man, this is a really nice truck. I love the readout that they give you. They also give you your turbo boost, engine braking, and your emissions. So diesel particulate filter, DEF level. Truck only has 11.4 miles on it, so we're not going to drive it too far. I also added the auxiliary switches here. You have a mirror on that side for the missus. Got to keep the missus happy, right? But let's go ahead and check out the payload, because obviously that's important if you're maybe consider buying this truck. So once I get back to the dealership, I'll show that to you. Front gross axle weight rating is going to be higher at 5,990 pounds. The rear is 9,900. Gross fuel core rating is going to be 14,000 pounds. 17 by 6.5 wide, and that axle code out back is a 4N. All in payload is big, 5,646 pounds. They recommend you run the tire pressure 75 out front, 65 in the rear. I hope you guys like this video. I had fun today. I didn't even know the truck came in. Ken must have forgot about it too, so the truck must have just snuck up on us, and yeah, here it is. I think that if you're looking for a good budget-friendly dually that can do everything for you, here it is.